Should I keep the music going while we? Oh no, they'll shut us down for that, right?
Oh, they will shut us down.
That's fun.
Dirty bastards.
Hey Georgie, if at some point I start waving at you, that means somebody's at the door. Go let them in. Okay. Thank you. I knew I could count on you.
It's hot up here.
It's freaking
What's
hot
this,
up here.
Georgie? If I go like this,
Today's topic for everyone who's just tuning in,
that's
it's
the
going
secret
to
way.
be.
Yeah, if I give you that means somebody's at the door. What? I'm serious.
Today's topic is going to be listener's choice.
Listener's choice.
We're just going to throw us around until you tell us what you want to hear, and then we will talk about it. We had a couple of stuff going on, but we couldn't pair it together. Hurry up, Ken, because I got some ball busting to do on you.
Oh boy,
It's going to be a good one. Definitely.
Yeah, that's going to
Ken.
make him want to come in here.
He's going to be curious, right? So, anyway, we are going to go live. So I'm going to start recording in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we'll be on YouTube, correct?
We are already on YouTube.
Oh, we're already on YouTube.
Already up.
Oh, already up.
I'm actually going to just start recording. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Freemasons podcast with your hosts, as always, Right Worshipful Brother George Mudry.
Worshipful Brother Joe.
And Worshipful Brother Ken.
Worshipful Brother Greg Schultz. What up, gentlemen? Enjoy.
What up? Gotcha. He's already right out of the gate.
Levels.
Today's topic is going to be listener's choice. So if you're watching, there's a topic you want us to cover, we will cover it.
Except for Devaney. We're not.
For all those who are in Discord, my only request is that you keep it on the level.
Clean.
I know the Discord guys will be popping in here and be like, I want to hear about. No, we're not talking about that.
So far,
our families listen to this program.
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, we've got Greg Schultz, Jim Devaney, and Rocco commenting. I don't know if we want to take any of their suggestions.
They didn't have any.
And I know, but if they're, trust me, I'm sure Rocco has one.
I see.
I'm sure Rocco has one.
Right.
An alternative universe would be fun.
Yeah,
but we've covered,
covered them all.
pretty much everything dystopian we can think of.
The only one that, like I said, we talked about before was Amityville goes Skynet. But how do you just come with me if you want to live?
Yeah, I mean,
where do you go from there?
We'd basically be writing a movie script.
Grabowski's the Terminator. Comes down naked in the alley with a lightning storm outside of Morningstar 47.
Skin just melts off, revealing an exoskeleton within.
Where's Joe?
Endoskeleton.
Instead of saying "Where's John?"
Yeah.
Where's Joe? Let's go here. Ready?
Where's the ginger?
What do we got here? Michael Cody,
Get to the ginger.
Eddie, Eli rankings. So let's toast them. Brother Joe, I don't think you've led one. I don't think you've led the battle too often. Usually I pass the Ken, so why don't you lead this one?
Certainly.
Can I snatch those?
Yes, you may.
Just really quickly.
Pop that there, and you can keep that over
I'm
there.
going to sanitize this first.
Swish it around.
Oh, there you go.
Good thing I have napkins.
There you
Perfect.
I sanitized the entire table.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
Those
just seen the heavy cannon that you poured.
No.
And he's using a sanitary napkin to clean it all up.
Worship Brother Joe, please lead us.
Brethren, right hand to arms.
To arms.
Ready.
Ready.
Aim.
Aim.
Fire good fire. Fire all. Together, brothers. Vivat, vivat, vivat.
I was a little premature there, I think. But
Yeah, that tickle's rough, huh?
we were
I
told,
forgot what I was grabbing there.
we were asked a request from one of our avid listeners if we could no longer bring up politics anymore. So
I think Ken and I are good.
I'm good too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, I need to be good because I'm usually the one I'm the rabble rouser of it all. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this topic. And me and Uncle Ken over there went somewhere yesterday morning. And hey, how did that work out? I just want to know about the 40 anyway.
Well, I mean,
Specifically when we fired my 40. Just
God, you had to clarify that. Okay, so I will hang my tail between my legs and say that Right Worshipful Brother George is the superior pilot of the 40 caliber pistol between the two of us. He actually shot better than I shoot on that range with my 1911 45, which I'm actually very, very practiced at. So kudos, right, worshipful brother George.
You knew I had a
especially
bunch of
considering the
balls,
last
right?
range trip we had and how much ball busting I trained against you. You earned this one, man. So well done.
You had to have known I was going to come up here. I mean, out the gate, the minute we left, I'm like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
totally busting his balls when we get on the podcast live.
And he kept
guessing that-
filling magazines too, and it's like, here, it's your turn. It's your turn. I'm like, no, I don't even want to touch it anymore.
I'm guessing there's
People
no
laugh.
video of this one.
No, there's no
No,
video.
there really should have been.
However, there should have been because why don't you tell everybody what you built if you want to talk about it? 'Cause that thing was
I'm not going to go into specifics, but yeah, I built a couple firearms from scratch, and had the opportunity before we had shot pistol to give them their first firing test and zero the optics and the sights on them and everything functioned 100% perfectly, which is amazing. Like, I was amazed.
So what I'm hearing.
So let me
is,
set the scene first, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Ken dressed up as Montgomery with a pull string on this thing that he fired. Like
Who's Montgomery? Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yeah, all right. Well, no, that was just yeah. The first shot is always a little scary when you built something from scratch. One of them, I did all the headspace checking and stuff, so I knew it was going to be safe out of the gate. I wasn't worried about that one, but the other one, I was like, it's all mil spec, so it should all work. But I didn't buy the headspace gauges for it, so yeah, it was kind of like closing my eyes and putting the thing all the way out as far as I can and not aiming and just like pulling the trigger and making sure it shot.
So what I'm gathering from all this is that you've in some way enhanced your lower unit. Is that what happened here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Manually.
And he
Enhanced
didn't even
your
need
lower
insight.
unit.
With my own two
insight.
hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Hey,
it. sometime.
Bob.
I work very well with my hands, as it turns out.
Hey, nice lower unit.
I'm quite skilled with the tools. At any rate. Yeah, it was a good day. I think we all had
But
fun.
we did have fun up until one point. Speak of while we were firing my little fun toy.
Oh, yeah, that 40 jammed
where
with a
the
live round.
some bitch jammed with a live round in the chamber.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
not cool.
couldn't be cycled, so it was locked shut. And then of course, as soon as it happened, some of the other guys are like, "Hey, can we go down range and get targets?" I'm like, "No, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait for us to get this."
I would wait
This slide
just a
open.
smidge.
Yeah,
But anyway, no, it was a good time.
we
though.
got it figured out though.
I got
Everything was
mine.
safe.
I got my big rifle zeroed, and I was happy about that. I worked out all the kinks. It was a good time though. We didn't stay for very long, a couple hours or
No.
whatever.
Well, now that everything we know is fully functional and zeroed, we should get worshipful brother Joe down there and do an actual shoot. Now that
Yeah.
we've got everything and
Mhm.
we know it's all squared away, and
Yep.
we don't have to
I'm
worry
in.
about adjusting things.
Yep.
And yeah,
I'm in.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Before the summer's over, we got to get that done.
We most certainly do, and most of the time, when I was well, I mean, obviously going to have fun and shoot, but
Mm.
I had to make some adjustments to some of my stuff in order
Yeah.
To your lower unit?
to my upper unit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
My upper unit was not playing nice in the sandbox, so to speak. So
Yeah, it happens when you get something that's assembled. It's like, you're trusting in the manufacturer or the gun shop that put it together and everything. And sometimes you got to make some tweaks. No big deal.
Worshipful Greg Schultz. So we already said that we're going to be this is a listener topic. So you guys choose what you want to hear about. And Worshipful Greg Schultz says, just installed this week as the lodge treasurer. God bless you.
Mm.
Do any lodges have a PayPal or other system in place for accepting credit cards, debit cards for dues, fundraisers, donations, etc.? We usually
Good
just
question.
swipe a card in Earl's ass. Like,
Yeah.
Well, my mother lodge, Ashlar Aspazuk, actually has PayPal, but it's under
Mm.
control of the secretary, which is moi. And then I actually transfer the money. So it comes in through me.
Okay. So,
I have access to the PayPal account, and then I transfer it directly to the lodge bank account.
that's
So
smart.
the treasurer gets. The only downside is if you don't do it properly, you end up having to pay a fee to
Mm.
PayPal on it. However, if you give people the link, instead of just having them sign on to your page and pay, give them the link, and they can select a friends and family option
Mhm.
to pay, and in that case, there is no fee.
Okay.
If you go, or what you can do is, let's say your dues are, I don't know, just $100.
Mhm.
if they're going to pay via PayPal, make it 105 so that they're paying the
you cover
the
that.
processing fee. But yeah, that's we do it all the time. Work for Brother Schultz. Anytime if you want to reach out to me, I can kind of go over it with you. But it's relatively easy. But my suggestion would be don't do PayPal and Venmo and this Apple Cash crap that George keeps trying to push on me.
I don't even think it really exists.
Pick
So
one.
I just randomly, everyone, so just so our listeners know, I just randomly, on a whim, Joe has an Apple phone, but he does not have Apple Cash. And I've tried sending him Apple Cash before. And he's like, I don't have it. So he won't accept it. So you know what I do?
So I'm not tying my
Every
account
once
to
in a
my
while,
phone.
I'll just send him
You'll add
$1.
$1
I'll just
to
send
it.
him $1.
Yeah, and it's
So he gets the email. Hey, Joe, you should
One
really
day-
join Apple Cash because somebody keeps
One
giving
day
you
I'm going to
Apple
go in
You want
and
to see a
take all your
ginger
money.
turn really red? And just
You tried to pay
Send
me
him
for a
$1.
pack of cigs on Apple Cash one day.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, just take them. I don't want your money. I don't want your fake cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
Uh,
everybody send Joe $1 on Apple Cash.
Greg Schultz asks, so Worship Mother Greg Schultz asks, so Joe acts as the middleman or the pivot man?
Depends on how much money they're paying me.
Keith, let's start with Scott Blanchard. In Michigan, we can pay card through Grand Lodge. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I mean, yeah, you have to set up the infrastructure in order to be able to achieve that kind of thing. Yeah, but you know what? If there are like fees involved and stuff, sometimes they can get those fees deferred because they're doing such a volume. You know,
Correct.
because every lodge is every member of every lodge is paying their dues that way. We looked into doing PayPal in my lodge. We never actually ended up setting it up because we didn't consider, or I don't think we considered what Worshipful Brother Joe did. We tried to set it up as like a business account.
Right.
Because, I mean, we kind of thought that was the way that we were supposed to do it.
Well, we're not a business.
But we're not a business. And you needed so much documentation and stuff to set up that account. And there were so many fees involved at the time that we were like, you know what? It's not worth our while. We'll just take checks and take cash or something like that and be done with it.
But it does, it helps you, though, when you're walking around lodge and you're like, hey, you're 6 months behind on your due.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my checkbook. Do you have a credit card?
Exactly. Just
Yeah,
pull out your
why?
phone.
I can do that. You know, the other thing you could do is also set up you could set up a Square account as well. That's something that we've done, not for dues, but we've done it for
Well, you are a Square. So.
Like events or something like that. So you can
Jackass. Yeah, so for our farm degree.
Yeah.
So when you get
They'll
people
send
like,
you a
oh, I'm
free-
sorry, I don't have $20.
Funny jackass, I heard him.
Yeah. They send you a free scanner thing too, right?
Yeah, and it
You
just
create
plugs
the
right
account,
into
yeah.
the. It used to plug into the microphone jack on your phone. I'm sure now it goes to the lightning charger or whatever the
USB
case
or
may be.
something.
And God said, "Let there be light."
There was light.
Commemoration of the sublime event.
Let's see here. Keith Noonan. I've been busting my treasurer's arse.
What the hell's an arse?
That's, I don't know, the perverted
know.
version of calling somebody an ass in England, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
For years, but he says, I've been busting my treasurer's arse for years, setting up dining fees via something other than money on the day. We now have a new treasurer, so hopefully he'll be onto it. Our lodge actually doesn't have any type of online thing. Show up with a check or cash. We don't have anything, and just not because we're opposed to it. We just never set it up. And when I vacate my chair in December, that new secretary, Joseph Zanino, set that all up.
No.
Not for
But I will say this: just a shout out to the brothers of Ashlar Aspetuck Lodge number 142 who have not paid their dues yet. You'll be getting you're going to be getting a call and an email and a letter within the next week or so because we still have bills to pay.
That's funny.
dues. Just
So
pay
I'll
them.
be coming for you.
Nasty grams.
I want my dues.
Wait, are you guys still charged? Oh, okay, here we go. This is something I want to talk about. Throughout this whole COVID thing, everything's gone to hell. No lodges are meeting or anything. Something we had kind of thrown around, not me, but me and a couple other Masons, nothing lodge level, but just we had thrown around that we're going to wash the dues this year. We have the money for it. I mean, if you're, it's like, what's the point of paying dues if it's not something you can enjoy, right? You wouldn't pay for something unless you're getting something out of it. So why would we charge our members dues this year if none of us have been able to show up for the entire year?
For the good of the lodge.
I think
and
we have a
cover
good debate
operational
topic here,
expenses. Yeah. If you don't have to cover
Well,
operational
listen,
expenses.
I am a master debater, so.
Yes, you are. Short term.
Oh, I still have problems with my upper. His problems with his lower. So
Yeah.
No, but I get your point, and there are a lot of people that have that attitude of, well, I'm not going to lodge, so why should I pay? Well, half of the people that have that attitude don't show up anyway, and you paid last year, so that takes away that argument. Number two, we still got taxes to pay. That's our biggest nut at Ashlar Aspetuck. I'm sure it is. Well, we own our building, so we have to pay property taxes. We're gonna pay like $9,000 to $10,000 to the town for property taxes every
If
year.
you own the building, you have to pay taxes. You didn't know that?
Yeah, so that didn't go
It was
down.
rented. We rented.
So that amount
that's covered in your
down.
that's covered in your rental then. Your rental agreement.
While our some of our rental income has gone down, so our income is down. Our expenses remain the same, and not for nothing. It's also in your obligation. So pay
I
your
know
dues.
that. I'm saying on a large level, though. I mean,
if you have the money and you're well off,
money,
do it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're members of our
Actually-
Temple Corporation. That Temple Corporation has taxes that they have to pay and operational expenses for the building, oil, utilities, electricity, all that kind of stuff. Those still need to be paid.
here's my thing.
So we still have to pay. So we still
think
have to
about
pay
all
it.
the
and
money.
if I gotta pay, you gotta pay.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
think about all the money that a lodge or a temple core. Think of all the money that they blow through. I mean, every temple core or lodge is different, but I know we just piss through money throughout the year of all the different events that we want to do and everything. We're not doing any events, so that money is kind of money in our pocket. So
Our Temple Corporation really
It's
doesn't
kind of-
pay much when it comes to individual bodies events. Like it's usually the bodies that are doing that. And we're definitely saving money in that area.
right.
For sure. But I mean, the biggest amount that we pay is probably our yearly, each body pays a certain amount to the Temple Corporation, which covers all of those operational expenses they have.
Right.
And that amount is like the biggest nut that we pay every year, and it's still the same. Like it hasn't gone down.
Yeah, our taxes haven't gone down, nor has our Grand Lodge assessment.
And electricity's gone up in Connecticut. You guys are aware of
Oh my
that,
God,
right?
that
So
delivery-
pay your dues.
Yeah, we need it. If you want a lodge to come back to,
the
please.
funniest-
We're about ready to
Picture.
like riot on our
The funniest
energy
picture I've
producers.
seen was the delivery person with the pizza in her hand. Did you see this one?
No, I don't
It
think
says
so.
pizza $19.99, delivery $54.27,
Yeah,
and then it's got on the top of it says EverSource on the
Yeah,
top
that's
of the box.
exactly what's going on right now.
man, that company.
But no, everybody pay your dues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
not.
maybe if you're lucky enough, for as little as the amount of your local lodge dues, you may get a gold tone lodge pin from that lodge. I'm
They
not
were
saying the
sent-
Freemason podcast.
they were
This
sent
is-
out
These are
yesterday.
different pins. These are
For all the hooligans. They were sent
Actually,
out.
I'm sorry.
Delaney, for the fourth time, it's been sent to you.
We don't have lodge pins this year. We have challenge coins this year.
I think he was alluding to the fact that his brothers need to pay their dues, and if they do,
Oh,
in addition to
okay,
getting
okay.
their dues card, they'll get something
Like,
special.
remember-
Delaney writes lies.
Remember that Bernie Sanders campaign? There was him like standing in like a winter coat, and he's like, "I'm Bernie Sanders, and I'm once again asking for your support." That's how I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm your secretary, and I'm once again asking you to pay your dues.
Yes, Brother Scott Blanchard. I sent them. I went down to the mailbox. I went down to the post office, put them in packages, physically handed them to the lady who scanned them, and they should be in the mail, or they should be there sometime this week.
She turned around and dropped them right in the trash.
And wishful brother Greg Schultz saw a unicorn yesterday.
I know. I'm reading what they're reading, but
And
anyway,
one thing I don't like about this YouTube setup is the comments are a lot smaller, and I have trouble reading because I'm old.
Wow, that is a small
Right?
font.
That's really
I think
small.
you need a shakedown at your post office. Yeah. Including Danny Collins. I also sent him. He had his swiped from his mailbox, so they were sent out. Everybody who messaged me and gave me their. And in order to get that, oh God, Joe, tell him how you get the coin, or excuse me,
Oh,
the
Pen.
pin,
the pin?
lapel pin.
Well, first you would have to join Patreon for as little as $3 a month, where you will get exclusive access to Patreon content, our our Discord chat room, where we have a text chat, a phone chat, and even a video chat. And along with that, you will also get a gold tone, the Freemasons podcast lapel pin. Allegedly.
It will be sent to you.
It'll be sent to you. You may not receive it, but
Might
it will
not
be
receive
sent
it,
to you
but
at
it will
least
be
3
sent.
times.
What else was I going to say?
You will first meet resistance, then gain admission.
Yeah. It's a test.
So I am going to be doing more Patreon content sometime this week. Last thing I left off with, and if you are part of Discord or you're part of Patreon, let me know what you think of it. I was reading the Common Sense Renewed. And let's type in all caps. What the hell does that have to mean?
Oh, that makes somebody
Oh, so
types
we
in all
can see
caps.
it.
It's easier for us to read the comments.
that's
Thank you.
Oh.
We thought of that.
Thanks,
Gotta be
Worshipful Brother
somebody
Greg.
old.
That's awesome.
Yep, Worshipful Brother Greg. Thank you, Worshipful
Should
Brother
have
Greg.
taken a selfie when I sent them. Oh, I will. I think that's what I'm going to do from
Yeah.
now on. I'm going to take a selfie of me in the post office with
Do we really need to prove to
In
our
various
brothers
poses?
that we're doing these
with me
things?
taking the package and jamming it in my frontal section before I send it.
So you're going to take your package and rub it on
Shouldn't
your
they
lower
just take
unit?
your
Yes.
word as a brother? Isn't that what we all do? We trust each other.
They're writing lies.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Anyway,
should have gotten them the first time. I guess.
so back on what we were talking about with the lodge dues, I think personally, this is my opinion, that if your lodge can do it, don't charge brothers this year. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
As secretary in charge of collecting dues, I would advise against that.
In future Secretary of Morningstar Lodge.
No, never.
And I think Blanchard
Not
actually
gonna happen.
already congratulated you on your.
No, it's not going to happen. I resign. I'll have some kind of scandal. You have to kick me out.
Make sure you hold the paper up with the date.
Yeah,
Yes,
like a
Jesus.
newspaper with a.
God almighty.
Like you're a hostage. They're holding up with the newspaper so they know the date. Oh.
No, I know you guys. I know you guys believe me. I did. I don't get it. That's some crazy stuff, though. I literally been to the post office twice. Sending
I have
them
a
out.
feeling like you. I think some people have gotten some torn envelopes. I think perhaps some of their processing machines. It might be getting caught. Some post office is cursing us out. These goddamn Freemasons keep screwing up my machine.
And actually, some of them even made it overseas. That's
Yeah.
why I don't understand why the ones in the United States.
I got it. It's funny because I sent one to Rob Fowler. Just popped it in a regular envelope, sent it. He got it 3 days later.
I should have taken a picture and showed you
Mhm.
guys what happened when I sent them regular snail mail. Popped them in an envelope, and the envelopes came back completely destroyed, and pins were in them still. So, COVID. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway, what do you guys got? Anything you want to address or talk about?
Well, I'm thinking about doing some more
Boston
community
Kent's Balls check.
page,
Mhm,
community
that's fun.
page content.
Yeah.
Like if I get up here early, I might just start interviewing people on the street, or you may see some more dances. Like I think we're gonna
know
see
where he's
some
going
more
with this. I know where he's
yes,
going with this.
some preview stuff. Like I was honestly thinking coming up early today, and just putting a little Facebook community movie up.
No, you're not allowed
Me
to
dancing.
come up here,
Wait a
but
minute, I
yeah,
have a key
because the last
access
time
to
I
the
know you
page.
do.
I'm a grandmaster level Patreon supporter.
He pays dues
Yeah,
here.
but you do
Damn
like
it.
weird shit like a Buffalo Bill dance, and it creeps the shit out of everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the most watched video post we've ever posted
Yeah.
on any of our content pages? That
The
one.
numbers
that
don't
is
lie.
true.
I mean, and it still pops up. It gets like every 6 months, a new listener finds it, comments on it, starts this whole thing
Yeah.
again, and then it goes right back to the top of the feed again. It's like it's the gift that
So,
keeps on giving.
I got one. Keith Noonan writes, "Can we take a minute to talk about the shirt Joe G was wearing when he visited Danny yesterday?" So,
I saw the picture. I didn't notice the shirt.
Is he
I know
wearing
it's on
like a
Discord.
Hawaiian shirt
Oh,
or
God.
something. I can't remember.
Let's pull it up on Discord quick so we can all make fun of them at
it
once.
was a oh god. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm gonna actually send this to my computer, and then I will pop it right onto. I'm gonna send it to my email, and then I'll pop it up on here.
Just
so
save
I'll-
it. Just if you, I'll do it. What page do you want?
No, I could actually make it where I could stick it in the corner here of the screen.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
What do you think? He's freaking Magnum PI? Like he's got pink flamingos. Have you here?
Yeah, it's a pretty trendy shirt.
Yes.
Trendy. I don't know if I would call it
I'll go
trendy.
Trendy.
It's trendy.
It's got
Jesus.
hibiscus flowers, flamingos.
Well, give me a
and,
second. I'm gonna pop it up right
and
here in
waves.
2 seconds. We're gonna put it right on the screen. So
I mean, it's
everybody
not
can see.
the worst looking shirt
It's
I've ever seen.
Damn sure not the best.
What's
but
Danny wearing on that one?
Some olive drab
Oh yeah, fatigues. Yeah,
kind of.
Something like that.
His beard's getting a bit unruly. He's starting to look a little like Ivan Koloff for those that remember wrestling back in the day. Not to be confused with Nikita, his nephew, but Ivan.
I'm trying to bring this picture up here.
It's actually, his shirt isn't horrible.
this could take a while, so you all may want to get a snack.
No. I got it. I just have to download it to my phone so I can put it in the.
I could just. You want me to just send it right to your email from like this little thing up in the corner here. I could just send it like
That's what I'm doing
immediately.
right now.
It's like bounce it off a satellite.
That's what I'm doing right now.
You're doing that? Some on hold music?
That's fine. Whatever you want to do. World is yours. I just live in it. All right, there we go.
Oh, too late. Here we go. Here we go. I got something for you.
Totally getting kicked off YouTube.
Anytime you're ready, boss.
I can't bring it up, so
Oh,
that's fine.
So much for that that enhanced lower unit.
Yeah, it's not freaking letting it send it, but whatever.
I'll put it in. Want me to put it on the community page?
Sure, throw it up to the community page so everybody can see it. I was going to put it right up on here and leave it up here the entire episode. But
Maybe get their ascent first.
Yeah, I was
before you do that.
just thinking that.
No. When you sign the paper of the community and you answer the questions,
I don't think that gives us
fair game.
I don't.
No, we don't. They didn't
No.
sign a contract saying that we could use their likeness however we
Okay.
want.
If either of them were watching right now, we'd be able to
Yeah,
get
they
their
could just
permission.
comment and let us know.
Yeah, so
We don't have a problem.
brothers, if you're on, just pop a comment in Discord. Let us know if it's okay to use that
Jim Delvaney.
picture of both of you with something in your mouths.
James Delvaney, brother Jim Delvaney. We need an FMP meetup or range time drink cigars. Sure, as long as I don't, as soon as this state to state quarantine lockdown crap is over with, we most certainly will.
We want to make sure that our brothers from New York State and New York City and Massachusetts, when we can all like mutually travel to one location,
Right.
since we're all in kind of the tri-state area, and we won't get busted or yelled at,
Right.
or have strongly worded letters sent to us or any of that kind of nonsense. But yes, we do need to do that.
Scott Blanchard says, "Don't let them give you crap, Dan. Occasionally, my wife buys you shirts too." It wasn't Dan's shirt. It was
There's Joe Grabowski.
It was Grabowski's. Let's see here. Dover will be relaxing time.
It's Magnum JG.
Confused about that. Oh, they're talking about going back and forth to tri-state is good for traveling. Yeah, for now. Until they start locking more down.
Good for brother Joe that he was, wearing a button-down shirt in a casual setting with another brother. Like he's
Well,
he's got style, that guy.
And he's a good kid. Eric, I call him a kid just because I'm old. He's not really a kid. He's a man. But he
No
would
doubt
be
about
one of
that.
those people that I'm older that he's a man.
Well, you're older.
But a couple episodes ago when we were talking about age and Masons coming in and whether they're mature enough or ready.
Right.
Like he would be one of those exceptions that I spoke about because he had. I mean, we sat here with him, and he has a certain level of maturity, and I think he falls under one of the
Blew my
things
mind
I
when he was
discussed.
sitting there.
Yeah,
You know,
but I believe he was an Eagle Scout. Or is it like once you're an Eagle Scout, you're
Yeah, it's
always
kind of like once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. Yeah. Yep.
But he is a perfect example of somebody who is. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh no!
Sorry, that was my bad.
How did that even happen?
Because I was playing the Macho Man music before, and then
Oh,
I
yeah,
went back to
yeah.
YouTube and didn't turn the volume.
I have to just say though, I know we're busting Joe's balls about the shirt and all that stuff, but when I see
subsequently we like him,
complimenting him.
when I see pictures like that, now even with Nathan Moss and Gideon.
Yeah, what the hell happened to Gideon?
Dude, I have no idea. He's probably busy as hell.
And some of our other people, Michael Alchin, Lynx,
I know
do they still have fires down there? I mean, Alchin's probably out on the rig.
right. Walton's on the rig.
Lynx doesn't love us anymore. We did get a new follower from Australia recently. I saw.
Again, I think it's probably. I mean, this COVID has flipped people's world over. Now you have people who were out of work because they were locked in their friggin' houses. And I'm sorry, but I totally get it that if you're locked in your house with kids, you're not paying attention to the FMP podcast. So,
Benadryl, you can do whatever.
Now, when you get finally back to work, you don't got time to talk to people. You're working crazy hours and everything. So it's all good. But I just wanted to say that it makes it all worthwhile when I see like Gideon with Nathan Moss, or I see Joe G with
Danny Collins.
Sure. Thank you. It makes this worthwhile. It really, it truly makes me feel like we're doing some good here. That brothers who we had the Schultzes came up here. We had Grabowski.
They got to come up again when this is all over. But we need to plan
we'll just try not to get killed in the Asian restaurant this time.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
We should reach out to Lynx and Gideon, though. I mean, I don't want to keep bugging that guy because we've done that a couple of times already, and he's just been super busy. But yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on with Lynx. Appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely makes it all worthwhile, and I think during this time is like we need things like that. We need.
If we don't have Lodge for us to all kind of like network and get together and check in on each other. This is a replacement, not necessarily a suitable replacement, but
James Delvaney, brother Joe G, is a wise behind his age, awesome brother. And then the very next comment, it has in quotes, message redacted.
Nice.
If only that was only if he was able to do that in Discord sometimes.
Once it's on the internet, it's always on the internet, brother Jim.
So I have to give a couple shout outs. One, because tomorrow is my baby boy's birthday. Ethan. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Ethan.
Happy birthday, Ethan.
He turns 5.
Speaking of which, did we lose
going on 27?
One of your other kids?
Mm-hmm. What other kid?
The one that used to be sitting in the corner over there that I haven't seen for like
the
half
older
an
one
hour.
was like kicking around here at one point.
Yeah, no, Georgie's floating around here somewhere.
Off dropping nerds. He's
I don't know what he's doing.
not floating around here. He might be floating something in there.
He might be floating something in there. Maybe he's just crop dusting the lodge and then shutting it because it's warm up here. It's hot, right?
That'll bake.
We're all hot.
That'll bake till the next
bake.
meeting.
It'll bake right into the paint of the walls. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
They'll serve That'll serve Donnie right, the bastard. He's usually the one crop dusting the lodge meetings. So, but anyway, yeah. So
It's very humid up here today.
it is.
It's not really hot.
We got
It's just-
tornado watches today, though.
Yeah, we're under
That's
tornado.
exciting.
For
I
real.
can't wait.
Wow.
Yes,
Until 10 o'clock tonight.
tornado and thunderstorms. We'll be
Yeah.
outside of my fishing pole.
Freaking 2020. Only this year
Could we
would
dress up
George
as
be
Ben
like,
Franklin?
tornadoes, I don't care.
What?
You're going to dress up as Ben Franklin?
I was going with Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, okay. You can do that too.
Remember when he's on top of the boat?
Yeah.
Get me, you son of a...
No, but
That would be you. You get into an argument with God and he'd slap you down.
you know what line I've been using a lot, and I'll tell you
Yep.
what. Seriously, what line I've been using lately, and I love it. And I actually put it on my Facebook page. The picture. I've been watching a lot of Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You've been really high on the
I'm
Doc
your
Holliday
Huckleberry.
show. Yeah.
Say when. I don't know. It's just like his character was so cool, and then Val Kilmer, I don't know, died or fell off the face of the earth. I don't even know where he is anymore. But
I think he ate
He's
the old Val Kilmer. And is still hanging around. I think he's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, I think he's sick,
I think he's
though.
out of acting.
I think he
though.
has.
I think he's on some kind of medication that I think
really?
puffed him
Yeah.
up, and that's so that he didn't really eat the old Val Kilmer from
He's got some kind of
from
Not
Young Genius.
really.
What was that? Real Genius? That was a funny freaking movie.
I always thought like
Popcorn at the end.
his best movies like Top Gun. Oh, I'm like, then I watched Tombstone. And I truth be told, I didn't watch Tombstone until this year. I've never seen it before.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. And no, he's fantastic. Did he get an Oscar for that? He was at least nominated. I
Don't
think.
know. That was his best acting role that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, I think because he wasn't like the healthy Doc Holliday. He played the Doc Holliday where
Yeah.
he already had tuberculosis.
Mhm.
And,
Wait, there was a different?
Well, I'm just saying, like at that stage of his life, he's playing him at that stage of his life where he was very sick, and he died within not long after that. OK Corral,
Really?
He was, like within probably 5 to 10 years after that. He was very very sick. That's why he kept drinking all that opium and stuff. And even shout out to the makeup people in that movie that actually made him look like super pale and sickly. But no, good movie. And you had that. Well, there was a competing one. You had that and Tombstone, which was superior to Wyatt Earp. Was out at the same time. Kevin Costner.
Wait. They had two movies identical.
Yes, you had Tombstone, where Kurt Russell played Wyatt Earp.
Right.
That's the one with Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday. Then you had Wyatt Earp, which had Kevin Costner as Wyatt Earp, and if my memory serves me correct, it was Dennis Quaid that played Doc Holliday. They came out almost the exact same time.
Fount of knowledge.
Seriously?
Yeah, swear to God, look it up.
That's so crazy how they do that.
I do remember there were two Western movies telling the exact same story that came out at the same time.
Look at
I just couldn't remember.
Look at the two movies that came out identical. It was Olympus Has Fallen and then White House Down. Literally within the same year, same movie,
I don't know.
same exact.
Was Wesley Snipes in one of those?
No.
He was in some kind of.
One was Morgan Freeman, and the other one was
and the guy from 300, right?
the guy from
300 was in one of them.
Yeah, he was not the president, but they both sucked.
Maybe we'll start doing a movie review segment.
We should
We
do
really should.
Let's go over Mason movies. We could do movies about masonry right now.
Well, speaking of which, I forget.
Movies where Masons are in it.
I think it was
Okay.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
I could be. Listeners, check this out for me. It's either Tombstone or Wyatt Earp. I'm leaning towards it being Tombstone, where one of the cowboys in that is wearing a Masonic pendant. The actor
Really?
himself.
The
The actor
now you're gonna
himself
make
is
me
a
watch.
Mason.
Go back. Now you're gonna make me go back and watch it again.
I'll do some
Damn.
This is why I have to
So
start bringing my
one
laptop.
thing I didn't want to do is have to watch that movie again. Then again,
But
I'm
the
no Huckleberry.
we don't know
Yeah,
if the
you'll
character
watch
he
it.
was portraying was actually a Mason, but the actor who played him,
Really
I'm
interesting.
pretty sure.
Didn't we
it's
do
Tombstone.
Masonic movies, or we did Masons in pop culture? I
Pop
think.
culture, but never talked about Masons
Yeah,
in movies.
not specifically. We didn't.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
it was Tombstone, and it's brother Buck Taylor playing Turkey. Somebody was the character's name, Turkey Jim or something like that.
That's a cool name.
right. I was just gonna say.
Nobody's gonna make fun of you with a name like that.
But yeah, so I'll show you. I don't think we get it, but
Carry a 6 gun around.
Oh no, kidding. Very cool.
That's cool.
there's also I think we probably since we're on the movie topic, there's the very beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody. The very beginning.
Oh, yeah, you
one of the
told me about
roadies.
Yes,
through
I've
as
never
a-
seen the movie.
Oh my god!
You know what movie I did watch
Yeah, that's a
though?
great movie.
The Freemasons.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Is that the one with Sean Astin? Yeah.
And it was terrible.
It bombed, I guess, from what I heard. Yeah.
Bombed.
Yeah.
Bombed.
Interesting fact about that. You know who?
Worse than Dunkirk.
Do you know who his dad is?
No.
Gomez from the Addams Family. The
Shut
father-
up.
that's his
For real?
father.
No, it's not.
And his mother is Patty Duke.
You're kidding me.
Swear to God, look it up.
I know his mom, but that's
I guess I kind of
Yeah,
see
his
the
dad
family
is
family resemblance.
is the Gomez from the original Addams Family, not like the one that was.
Right.
Oh,
in the movie.
I thought you'd never mind. All right,
Interesting.
never mind. I don't remember the
The
original. Addams
black and
Family.
white Addams Family.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I was still in liquid form when that came out. Joe was probably in his teens.
Potatoes.
Anyway,
That's his father.
anyway,
Yeah, okay, I
Uh,
can kind of see that resemblance.
I don't see that. He's in
Little
some big
He
ass
looks
ears.
more like his mom.
Patty Duke,
Patty
you like
Duke.
blend him together with Patty Duke? Yeah.
No, he looks like his mom.
He's John Astin is his name. That's his dad.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Did
Learn
not know
something new.
All right.
I am such a wealth of useless.
So
information.
one thing I do remember that, and this is, I know it's not a movie, but something that pissed off a lot of Freemasons is William Dafoe in that Mercedes commercial.
Yes, there was
during
a
the
Super Bowl commercial, I believe.
There was
Yeah.
actually a petition that went on change.org to
he
get
played
that
Satan.
removed
Yeah.
because William Dafoe was playing Satan, trying to give this guy the car, the Mercedes or whatever. And in his rings, when he was sitting at the table, they flashed the Masonic ring on his finger.
on Willem Dafoe's finger as
Yeah.
William
Oh,
Dafoe's
what the
finger. Ken dropped an F-bomb.
Oh well,
My
very
day is
quietly.
complete.
Yeah, very
My
quietly.
day is complete.
But that just kind of, I mean, there's got to be somebody in like costuming and wardrobe that's like a freaking Alex Jones follower, and they're like, here, let's make him put this ring on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was crazy. And I remember watching it, and even me, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was
remember
pissed
seeing
watching
it.
it. I'm like, did they just flash him with a
Wait,
Masonic
time out.
ring?
You got pissed at something? Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I don't get pissed very often.
Okay.
Anyway,
Better be pissed off than pissed off.
made HR jump.
Yep.
But
When the character in Tombstone, thank you, worked for Brother Joe Schultz, Turkey Creek Jack Johnson.
Turkey Creek, Jack Johnson.
Yeah, I guess he was from Turkey Creek.
Dig it.
They make a hell of an ice cream.
Or he drank a lot of Turkey Creek.
Worship Brother Greg Schultz. What is
That's
Ken's
wild turkey.
cowboy cool name?
And then somebody put like
Oh,
Ken
okay.
beep bop boop 6 guns.
6 beat boob.
6 beep boop guns Ken.
Come on, guys. You can do better than that.
Let's go with Joe's.
Ben B. Yes, John Aston is his father. Well,
You can call me the pale.
unless there was a paternity test that proved otherwise afterwards, but
About the-
Gomez John Aston was Sean Aston's
How
father.
about the Pale Rider? That's a cool cowboy name. The Pale Rider, huh? Yeah.
Or how about can't shoot shit with a 40?
Shut up.
Wow.
Cowboys didn't use 40s. They used a man's cartridge.
I'm gonna take shots at him all day long.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's all right. I
It's
deserve
fun.
it.
Anyway,
I swear
trying
to
to
God,
think
it's like I think you moved the front sight post over like two, or like you just kind of like tapped it on.
I
the
picked up the
thing
same
before you
gun
handed it to me,
that
like-
you fired, and I was hitting. How far is those furthest
Couldn't hit
targets?
anything. The ones way out there at like 30 feet, something like that.
Deadeye Tarwood.
30 or 40 feet.
ting,
Yeah.
ting, ting, ting. Love the sound of slapping steel.
Yep.
Ben
Anyway.
Blumenthal. He was adopted.
Who was?
So Sean
Ben
Aston
Blumenthal was adopted?
No.
Oh,
he's,
Sean Aston.
Sean Aston was adopted. So while he was raised by John Aston, he
I
was
was
not
gonna
his
say,
biological.
Did you see his ears? There's no way.
He didn't
insane.
get all of his.
He looks like his
acting
mom,
from
though.
That's
Maybe.
true.
I mean, if you would have said that,
But
what was the guy from?
either way, I wasn't like
not
that
Sean
far
Aston.
off.
What was the
It's
other
like
guy?
He raised the kid.
What was his
What's
father's
his name? Who's
The father. What was his
John
name?
John Aston?
John Aston. Like, if you would have said, "Oh yeah, he, his son is Dumbo," I would have been totally on
Hermie
board.
the Elf?
Dude, I'm serious. Did you see his freaking ears in that picture you showed us?
I'm sure he did well back in the day. He was Gomez Adams. He was a TV star.
Of course.
Yeah.
I know men that
gonna
look
stick
far
that
worse
one-
that have done far better.
I had-
All them Hollywood.
Yeah, like Rick
parties.
Ocasek with Paulina Periscova or whatever her name was.
I had a
Um,
smart ass comment.
Of course you did. Just put that pocket away.
I'm gonna hold that one for a later
Yeah.
date.
Good thing those
Anyway.
pockets don't hold much.
Oh. Now, see, I play nice, and then you go low on me.
When you go high, I go low.
Well, I had a problem with the high. He's got a problem with his lower.
Yep.
Right? That's how it works.
And the original
It's a
Pale
seven.
Rider.
It's a
I'm
song.
the original Pale Rider.
All right, so what other not pop culture, but like movies and stuff, TV shows.
It's all over the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Really? I've
It's
never seen it.
all over. The
Really?
main villain M is M. It's all his, and he wears a Masonic ring. But actually, a large part of it is filmed, I believe, in the Grand Lodge of England. In like
Yeah,
their
somebody
library.
actually just wrote this in the live feed a minute ago. The Freemasons Hall appears in a lot of TV shows and movies.
And I know because I actually took my daughter down to New York City to see it, the Grand Lodge of New York, a couple episodes of the show Gotham. That was like a Batman as a kid. Were filmed in one of the rooms there, and we actually got to go into that room and check it out. It was pretty cool.
The new
would
show
be
with the
king.
Langdon, right? New
Rudyard.
show. Is it what's it called?
What's that?
Yes, Langdon.
Langdon and
Yeah.
Ken.
Oh
what were you
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The man who would be king.
Huh.
Based
Movie
on
or
Rudyard,
TV show?
Rudyard Kipling.
Who was amazing?
TV show
It
or
was
a
amazing.
movie?
Brother.
It was a movie.
Movie, really?
Starring some pretty big names. Sean Connery.
Presume to tell me how to run my ship.
Yeah. And yeah.
Let them
Let them sing.
Actually, that was a comment that I made at the range yesterday when I was hitting all
Yeah.
the steel targets.
And wasn't he in,
I said, "Let them swing."
wasn't he in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? too?
Sean
The
Connery
Steelers.
was.
Yeah.
He played.
That led a lot of people to speculate that he was a Mason, but in fact he was not, because
He was
people
not,
said
as far as I know.
There were some people that said he gave a particular grip during a scene in Indiana Jones
In the Search for the Holy Grail.
Search for the Holy Grail. Although I watched that movie after that and
Never
determined that there's no
False.
such grip there, but I believed it because I was like, crap, I think Sean Connery's probably like a Mason.
Get away, Dr. Jones.
But it is interesting, though, because if you look at the...
Dr. Jones.
Got him. Because now I'm thinking, because you're talking to the little kid in that movie. Right? Yeah. Because now I go to Goonies, $50 bill.
Yeah. That was in a different movie, by the way. That was like
$50 bill. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one.
I lost my. Oh no, but a lot of the characters that were in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, you had Tom Sawyer, who was a character created by brother Samuel Clemens.
Yep.
You had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I forget who wrote that off the top of my head. His name's on the tip of my tongue. I believe he was a Mason.
Yeah.
You had Captain Nemo. That I was
the fish.
Was written by Jules Verne.
Jules Verne,
who I believe is a Mason.
10,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yes, that Jules Verne. And the Time Traveler, or the Time Machine.
Time Machine.
You're fairly certain he was also a Mason. So it's kind of funny how a lot of the characters that were in Dorian Gray was one of the characters in that movie.
50 Shades?
No, different Gray.
No. That was just like Mr. Gray or some nonsense.
For the record, let it state, I've never watched 50 Shades of Grey. I just
Neither
thought the
have I.
name sounded familiar.
There was nothing Masonic about that movie.
Nothing
or book
Masonic.
or
But
whatever.
a lot of heavy Masonic theme. And obviously, From Hell.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The Jack the Ripper.
Jack the yeah.
Oh,
From
yes. We covered that. Oh, yeah. Yes.
That had a lot.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Langdon.
It was on a
Langdon-
previous episode. When we shut it down, we'll tell you all about
Oh,
it.
the Jack the Ripper
Yes.
episode that we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake
Jake and Boaz and all kinds of goofy shit written on the walls. Yeah, that was fun.
was
Fun
Langdon. Did
times.
Langdon ever come out?
The
I know it was.
No, I think it's
like
held up due to COVID, but I think
Okay,
production is either continuing on it or it started and they got held up due to COVID.
Okay. Because I remember I was following it and I was like, oh, it's going to be cool when it comes out. And then I forgot about it for like 6 months.
Can't wait till our reality show
Yeah.
comes out.
COVID's
That's
shutting
better.
down production on everything.
Greg Schultz is Harvey Keitel a Mason because he played one in National Treasure. I do not know. I hope not because Harvey Keitel, the only movie I can really like, it sticks out in my head.
Hangover.
Horrible. No.
I don't remember.
Bad Lieutenant.
Wait. Harvey Keitel.
He played the head of the FBI or the FBI investigator.
Oh,
in
no.
National
I was
Treasure.
thinking the little skinny kid that was running around with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I know you're talking about, but
I
I don't
thought
know his name.
Oh, all right. Keith Noonan can't wait for the reality show. Me neither. It'll be fun. We do a reality show.
Yeah.
We'll have to have Rafferty
Material.
pitch at the Bravo. Put his ass to work.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
He
Raph,
can do it. He's really good
you're
at
failing
convincing
us
people.
lately.
That's not true.
No, but if I guilt him into actually calling Bravo,
Oh, you could give him the task because he's really good at convincing
He
people of
absolutely
things. Yeah,
is.
he doesn't know us anyway.
Because people see him and they just feel bad.
that's what I was going to say. Like,
That's
yeah,
not-
he's all nice on an
I'm
email, and then
kidding. I'm
they're like,
kidding.
"No, we're not interested, but you can come down and just fill out the disclaimer." And he walks in, it's like,
It's like
And then give me the
it's like
yeah, no, we'll sign you right now.
no, it's like the Water Boy where they're like, "How old are you, kid? 12, 13? I'm 32 years old." That's right. I am 32 years old.
You know, he's going to walk in that door in about 15 seconds show and we're going to use those words. So.
I'm jumping right out the friggin'
Yeah,
window.
exactly. They want that word. That one, giraffe.
Captain Insano, what's it feel like to open up a can of whoop ass? How old are you, kid? 12, 13? I am 32 years old.
Oh, shit.
There were no
Rafferty.
Masonic references. In the
I actually
movie.
have heard
Totally
some-
getting a phone call tomorrow going, "You sons of bitches."
Good. It'd be good to hear from the guy.
I'm coming for you.
Carol O'Connor has
So while we have
interesting.
while I have an opportunity, let's charge
we
our
load 'em
cameras.
up?
Yep,
Yeah.
load them up because we have something I just want to say real
Oh,
quick.
Miss Crabtree, I got something heavy on my heart.
Dare I go for more Dickel? I think I will.
Uh-huh. If you're looking to enhance your lower unit, you might as well.
I am.
Although that might not enhance your lower unit. There's a phrase for
I
that.
know. Oh my. We're all fired up. It's not as hot as it was last time, but it is the humidity is definitely.
What are we
affecting our
toasting?
brains.
So what we're going to toast is to Brother Rafferty and his wife. His wife's been having a lot of, two people I'm going to toast. His wife has had a couple health issues, particularly around the heart, and she was given a clean bill of health the other
Awesome.
day.
That's great news.
Nice.
And the other one is Right Worshipful Brother Chip Schofield,
Mhm.
who was also given a clean bill of health.
Pretty damn close. And the
Pretty
man's
damn
fighting neuroendocrine cancer, which is pretty impressive.
Pretty
that
aggressive
like
cancer,
he's made this much progress, man. When I saw that news, I was elated.
And that's after
Jeez.
3 months of stopping the chemo,
Yeah.
which can be a very tenuous time.
Yep.
And
Yep.
came
Mhm.
through it
So
as good, if not better, than it was before. So good for him.
Suzanne,
Suzanne.
To
don't want to
Suzanne.
screw that up.
She does not like Susie, right?
She doesn't like Susan.
Susan,
It's
Suze.
Suzanne, because
That's
that was
right.
my fatal mistake. I was calling her Susan, and then I'm watching the Facebook live feed, and it's Suzanne.
Yeah,
And
that
I
almost
was
got
like-
you killed.
And then my
once.
phone goes bling, bling,
Yeah.
bling. Where she? I was like, she's gonna kill you.
And then there was that time where I purposely would keep getting her name wrong just to get her fired up.
But anyway,
But she forgave me.
Suzanne Rafferty and Right Worshipful Brother Chip Schofield, both clean bill of health. So Kenny, lead it.
All right, thank you for that honor, brethren. Right hand to arms.
To arms.
Ready.
Ready.
Aim.
Aim.
Fire. Good fire. Fire all. Oof. Together, brethren.
You got it.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
You'll be fine.
Awesome news. I love hearing
Yep.
that kind of news, especially with all the bad news that you get these days. To hear that just lifted my spirits.
Yep. That's good news. I may be mistaken, but Brother Ben Blumenthal, his wife had something going on too. I don't remember exactly what the outcome was. I know she's doing better though. I know she's doing good, but I don't know. I can't remember. It escapes me what it was, and I don't really want to address it without his permission. But he is on here. But Brother Ben Blumenthal, just know we're here for you.
Yep. Prayers to the Blumenthals as well.
Exactly. But anyway, moving on. There was something else I wanted to add. Just blank the frig out.
We've jumped between like
No,
six
we're going back.
topics
We're going
already
back to the
today.
movies.
Oh, we're going back
In
to
pop
movies.
culture. Whatever happened to we never heard any more from Christ. What was the rapper's
The
name?
rapper? Oh, Apathy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything from him. I haven't reached out either. Nor do I
Hmm.
think he would be coming
You
up
know,
here.
Well, he's
Might
not
not-
on tour right now, so
yeah, he might be wanting to do some sort
I
of
will
marketing and
reach out.
promotion.
I will
you
reach
could
out.
go revisit the rap
Actually-
battle that you were going to have with him.
Yeah, I think you're just trying to avoid that. Honestly,
Are you afraid?
No.
you're afraid.
You
I
scared?
think he is.
Think you're scared?
I fear no man.
I think you're
Mhm.
scared.
What was that from? What movie? Come on now. We're talking about movies. I fear no man.
Lord of the Rings.
Was it?
It feels like it's like Gladiator or something to me, but I don't know.
3WME. Hello, brothers. Not sure who that is, but hello. How are you? I know there's one person who has 3WME as a tag. I think it's on Patreon, and I could never
Oh,
remember
okay.
who it
Well,
is.
he's got a
so-
square and compasses as his profile picture. So, hello, brother. Presumably, brother.
Maybe he's from Maine, perhaps.
That wouldn't be what's his name, right?
I know John
Lee?
McCaslin is from Maine.
So it's Lee
Musikoff?
Musikoff.
He's Ohio. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought Lee was
No, Lee's New Hampshire.
Lee's New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it wouldn't be Maine, would it?
No, wouldn't be me.
Anyway, what was I going to say? So
you're
we
afraid
had
of
to self-certify as a lodge here,
Mhm.
in through the state of Connecticut to open up and have our thing, and we are self-certified, so we are
Open for
bids.
operation. Yeah.
Have any of you brothers done it in your lodges?
Scrubbing down the surfaces
Yeah.
after every meeting. Yeah, we did it.
Ashler Aspetuck was actually the first lodge to self-certify in the state.
Oh, come on. How do you even know that?
Because Grant Gould told me, our grand secretary,
Really?
said, "Hey, by the way, for whatever it's worth category, you were the first to do it. I have the
No,
email. Would you like
it's
to
worth
see
a lot because now he's broadcasting it to the entire world. All right, good for you.
Okay.
The brothers of Morningstar were like, "We don't need your rules,"
Yeah, exactly.
and then they said they'd pull our charter, and we went and did the
Yeah,
rules.
exactly. We kind of vacillated on the whole thing, and then eventually they were like, "Yeah, you have to do it."
It's really not
And we're
that
like,
difficult. All you have to do is lie on some paperwork.
You'll never take us alive. But okay, yeah,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said all you have to do is lie on some paperwork. It's easy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was scrubbed down. Signs are posted where they need to be
Oh, look
posted.
at it this way. When all the brothers come up here to lodge and they can scrub down everything they want, first thing I'm doing, licking all the doorknobs. Because if everybody gets COVID, you're immune after that. Boom. Then you can have everybody in the lodge.
Who are
So
you?
nobody's making
Bill
seconds.
Nye, the fucking
things
science
like
guy now? You can't declare that. You have no medical
I'm
training.
joking. You really
You're the only medical training you have is maybe you're watching an episode of ER
Actually,
or Grey's Anatomy.
I am certified first aid.
Yeah, so is a
Okay.
lifeguard.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was certified first
But
aid.
you
in
said
Boy
the
Scouts.
only.
Okay.
Wop, wop, wop,
Okay.
wop.
So
Honest to
that
God,
doesn't
though,
make you an infectious disease.
I
expert.
love my brothers, but they're filthy bastards up in this lodge. So the last thing I'm doing is licking anything in this
Yeah,
lodge.
no. So just so everyone knows, that was a joke. And the opinions expressed here on the Freemasons podcast are the individual opinions of each of the brothers
Do not
involved.
necessarily
Yeah.
represent any Grand Lodge or Grand Lodge jurisdiction.
Or Lodge of Freemasons. Thank you.
Even the Clandies.
Even those
Oh,
claims.
what I did mean to mention before is we've been receiving a lot of requests for the return of a certain small individual, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this little guy right here. A lot of requests for the return of Puppet George. He's been on a bit of a hiatus.
He has
He got
been on
into
a
some
hiatus.
trouble.
We're going to do some more video content too. Anyway,
We most certainly do. Yeah,
Let's bring the boy
and
back.
again, the other thing is we kind of were on the, Ken was in quarantine for a while during the whole COVID thing, so we really kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. But
And then there was that planned episode right before the pandemic where it was like a sequel to Santa's
yes,
Sabotage, where
Yeah,
Jesus
that guy.
was going to come in.
Mhm.
But
And
then
then
somebody
we were like, we can't make videos anymore.
then somebody got appointed to a Grand Lodge position, so that got
Yeah.
nixed.
Worship Brother
Yep.
Greg Schultz, VP Al Gore is a Mason, and so is Newt Gingrich.
Yes, I knew Newt
Al
Gingrich. I
Gore?
did not know Al Gore.
That's what he says.
Al Gore's a Mason?
Uh,
I didn't know that.
So 3WME writes, random question. My jurisdiction did away with the COR.
Chamber of Reflection.
Can a Mason travel to another jurisdiction for that degree, or is it shunned upon? I can tell you right now, we have a Chamber of Reflection up here, and you are welcome to come down here when all this crap is over with.
It's part of your entered apprentice.
It's
degree,
part of your
right?
entered apprentice degree. It's actually the beginning. You take you don't take. You go into the Chamber of Reflection prior to the entered apprentice. Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Prior
to the entered apprentice degree.
It's the humidity. It's making the tongue heavy. Dig it.
And it just flop right out of your
We're
just pop
speaking-
right out of your mouth.
Pop right out of your mouth.
Just
yeah.
gonna drink more speaking.
Yeah, there you
lube.
go. Speaking in tongues.
Now I'll talk like Connery. But you can come down here at any point in time and come check out our Chamber of Reflection. We have it here at Morningstar. Joe has one in Ashlar Aspetuck. You're welcome to go there too. I think we've already established our two lodges. The only
I think
two in the
we're
state.
the only two. The other one that's in question is Willis St. John's 4 in West Hartford. I know they had one in their old building. I don't know that it carried over when they moved about 2 years ago. But that at the most, there's 3 in Connecticut, and I know I can confirm 2 for sure.
Those are the only two I know of.
But I mean, it may be shunned upon.
Oh
in
wait, that's not
your
necessarily true. I mean, I know where there are other chambers of reflection, but not used during Blue Lodge.
right.
They're only
Yes, they're only used part of the
during,
York, right?
Yeah, part of Commandery. Yep.
But I mean, he's asking, or is that shunned upon? Well, it sure as shit wouldn't be shunned upon by
No, I
us.
mean, the
No,
Grand
you're welcome
Lodge,
to
We would be more than welcome with open arms.
Grand
It's-
Lodge of Connecticut approved that piece of ritual. As far as I know, you guys wouldn't be doing it if they didn't. So
Scott Blanchard says Michigan doesn't have a Chamber of Reflection. Yeah, listen,
everybody does.
we have it here in Connecticut, and we haven't told yay or nay on it.
We did an episode on that back
We
in
did.
the archives, right?
Yes, we did way back.
Which
when.
you can probably get if
Oh, it's still up, still on Apple, still on
On-
Spotify.
oh, okay.
It's still up there. The only one
Yeah,
that I
they don't
pulled
go,
down, the only one that I pulled down was episode
number 1. Yeah.
That
was just
one
too
was
rough.
That was rough. And we
That was
we-
you up here speaking into your cell phone or something, wasn't
No,
it?
no. We had the one nano mic on the table, and we were at the round table. The problem is,
Oh,
is
and
that
everybody from the lodge was
there was
there.
like
Oh, yeah.
9 guys up here, and it was
Yep.
just honestly, you're not missing much. Me, Joe, and Ken revisited the Illuminati on a later episode. And one of the things we're going to be covering at some point soon is the Denver airport. I don't know if we covered that in its entirety the last time.
That's one of my favorites.
And the other thing I would like to cover again is Bohemian Grove. And we'll talk about that. Those are the two. Those are the other two parts of. Understand that the first episode was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Well, we were just
long
winging
as
it. There. Like we didn't really have a format.
No, there was
back
no
then.
format at that point. It was just a bunch of Masons up here just.
And you couldn't
Spewing
hear
word
what
vomit.
anybody was saying most of the time. It was
Most
just
of the time,
everyone
yeah.
overdriving the mics and speaking at once.
The mic. Yeah, it was
The mic.
Mic.
Yeah.
It was a desktop mic. At least all three of us, sometimes four of us have a mic in front of our faces, so you can hear us clean as day. But the first episode, you couldn't hear anything. There was one guy way in the back corner.
You didn't even have a soundboard then, did you?
We had
Did you have this?
no soundboard.
Yeah.
Had no soundboard.
You plug that nano straight into your laptop or something.
Straight
right? Or
direct
a
into the
phone
laptop
or-
and hit wave pad go. Rocco was way in the back corner like he was Robin from the Howard Stern show in his own booth over here. It was real crude. It was bad. But we're going to be
Everybody's
covering.
got to start somewhere.
But next two episodes, maybe you brothers can remember to remind me that I remind you that we're all reminded, because that's how it works with me. Because I forget, and then you guys forget, and then
We could put it down on paper.
you guys remember, and then I forget. And then
Or I could
Right.
put it into the podcast calendar.
Yeah.
Well, certainly
put it in
could.
the podcast.
Yep. So the next two episodes, let's do it. Let's do Denver Airport. We'll cover first,
Nice.
and then Bohemian Grove. And understand the first episode also was not very in
Love
depth
that
because
song, too. I can't
they
wait to talk
are-
about it.
Bohemian Grove?
he's
Oh, Bohemian Grove.
How does that song go?
Bro.
it's Bohemian
Mama.
Rhapsody. But those two are very in depth. Not for their Masonic connection, I would say, but there is Masonic supposedly connections between the two. But we'll visit.
There
them.
is definitely in Denver
a
Airport.
lot of ground to cover.
The Colorado Freemasons helped fund the completion of that airport.
Mhm.
They ran out of money.
Well, on top of that, it was also the New World Air.
The New World Airport Commission or
Commission,
something like that. yeah.
Which was supposed to be a commission that you can't find anything about anymore, apparently.
It's just a consortium. Oh, whatever. I don't want to
But-
steal the thunder of the
Yeah,
episode.
we won't take
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
but-
just saying,
but-
if I had a large amount of money and I was
It
going to
can.
fund something,
You just got to put a little on their tongue. That's all. Just put a
Yeah.
little on their tongue. Keep wanting more.
Like LSD.
but I would, if I had a lot of money and I was going to fund something,
thirsty for more.
I would make up a name like that of whatever organization just to mess with people,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean there was a lot of like
like the Illuminated
Yeah.
Society or something like stupid like that.
all of the artwork and stuff that was selected for the Denver airport. Like it all
That's
kind of
pretty
alludes
bizarre.
to that.
Opposed
And
to
like
apocalyptic.
and now there's actually a marketing campaign that they've just started doing.
Yes,
Where
I've
it's
seen
all about like, oh well, you want to know more about like the mole people or like the aliens
But
that
you
were
have to
hiding,
understand,
like, come
though,
to
now-
Denver airport. Like it's
We'll cover it. We'll cover
it's so
it.
good.
We'll
It's
cover
so
it.
cool. Like their
We'll
marketing
cover it
people are
because I
awesome.
have a thought on that. I'll cover that later. But
for our listeners, there's
anyway,
there's some stuff that you could watch on Netflix if you want to be familiar with it, so you could fire in some questions to us. I know Netflix. There's something called the President's Secret Book or something like that that has all these conspiracies.
Cover
up
that
in
too.
Denver. Denver Airport is one of the things listed, as well as
Cool.
Brad Meltzer's Decoded. I know had an episode on the Denver Airport.
what do you say, brothers? Shut this one down. We've been going for an hour, and it's hot as hell up here.
It's getting hot.
No, it's already friggin' hot in here. So I need some high quality H2O.
Yeah.
Mama said George so ornery because it's so hot in here. We got no AC.
Mama's wrong again.
And no toothbrush.
I can't.
George so ornery.
We also need an episode. Maybe we'll do it Patreon only,
Okay.
where it's just us quoting our favorite like funny ass lines in movies. We should just do it just on Patreon.
Maybe dressing up like those characters and like
How do
recreating
you
the
do
scenes.
that.
I've got a Chewbacca one.
I mean, think about how funny that would
It'd be
be
too hot
to
for that.
recreate those scenes and then.
oh my God, yes. Can I
Deliver
bring
the
multiple
lines.
outfits?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
We'll talk about it off there.
I
All
can
right,
be
let's shut
Stanley
it down.
Kowalski.
Now see. Okay.
I'll be Palpatine.
What? Okay, I would go even farther. I'd go back to the Goonies, and I would have my head all jacked up. And again, I'm bald, right? But I could grow like a little weird, like
Rocky Road.
Yeah, you could be
Sloth.
slow.
played by
NFL. Me sloth.
played by NFL star John
If anybody
Matuszak.
didn't pick that up, I pointed right at Joe and I said, "You chunk."
Was he
You
amazing?
missed it.
Whatever.
For the Freemasons podcast, I'm Ray Worshipful Brother
Bend
George
you like a
Rogers.
goddamn pretzel. Worshipful brother Joe signing off.
And Worshipful Brother Ken signing off.
Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
I'll mess you up.
Yeah.
I'll mess you up. Prediction?
He could do it. I seen him.
Oh shit. Oh.
Hey, old man, shut up, old man.